I've been out mingling with the locals. Hey, Sergey. So let's talk about it. Hey, travelers. It's been a crazy few days. As you may know, I'm out traveling in real life, stuck in a hotel with really dodgy internet. Though I'm stuck in Kentucky and not at the No Man's Sky meetup over in the UK, unfortunately. Maybe next year? I wonder if there are enough single L travelers living in the States to have a sister meetup next year. Anyway, so it's been a few days since the Echoes update dropped, and I've had a chance to play through the new storyline, hunt for my staff, which is subtle and understated, and seek out some Atlantid multi-tools. So I thought I'd take a minute and whichever video I had previously downloaded back when I could still use PS Remote Play to give you my honest review of No Man's Sky Echoes. So here it is. I love it. I love it. Now, I've been fortunate so far as to not have suffered any of the bugs other creators have reported out. I did run into a quest with a missing ship, but I stockpile AI ship valves on my freighter as a result of all those ship hunts. So this particular bug wasn't that difficult to overcome. In fact, I found as an endgame player, most of these quests were a little too easy to overcome, even before they started. Now, as a practice, I've been warping around the systems on my freighter, so this inventory is always with me, and I'm stocked up on everything, including chromatic metal and rust. I felt that the missions offered by the autophage could have been a little more varied in difficulty and reward a bit. Also, and spoilers for a future video, but if you don't care about the lore, these missions really don't matter. Void motes are stackable items in your inventory, and the portable refiner glitch is still working in this update. And if that wasn't bad enough, the buy/restore save glitch for buying Quicksilver items on the anomaly, well, they work at these stations as well. So, double trouble. But if you know me, you know that I love the lore. So I've been doing what I can to learn all 250 words of the language and unlock all of the dialogue. And on that note, the lore additions are my favorite part. I have to say, in my lore series, I made some pretty bold claims, all based on in-game references. Just, following the lore, really. But most of these predictions have come true, with one big exception being that the scrappers did not make the harmonic camps. But the truth here honestly makes more sense. Well, this is a non-spoiler review, but the thing I love most about the additions to the lore is the humanity written into the autophage. Through dialogue and the monolith visions, we get a story of what happened since the destruction of Korvax Prime, why the autophage are what they are, and why they're not just Korvax ancestors. Also, there's an emotional element to the autophage and the Atlantid that I just wasn't expecting. I feel for their cause. I empathize with them. Hell, as a parent, I relate to the Void Mother. I mean, I do relate to the Atlas in ways too, but the Atlantid is showing real character development where previously the Atlas was not. But that being said, we do get some development from the Atlas here in the new missions. We're forced to make some choices and they, the Atlas, in turn, responds. In my last lore video, I speculated that perhaps our role was to reconcile the power of the Atlantid and the Atlas. And I think we really do take the first steps here. To be honest, the idea of an AI war with factions to separate the No Man's Sky community, it never really sat well with me. And after being more active in this community and knowing who we are, having the potential to come together to solve the insolvable, well, that's just something I think we're perfectly suited for. Okay, as far as multi-tools, I found that finding the perfect node to build an S-class staff has been difficult. I want a max stat roll and the perfect color scheme. The same can be said of the Atlantid multi-tool. I found it difficult to settle on one, and this fact alone I love. As an endgame player, Ship hunting has become too easy. I love that there are so many variables that we need to consider for the staff creation. You may like the style but have to sacrifice for a certain class. Or you may want an S class but have to sacrifice for a certain color. That keeps you hungry for the perfect staff. I can't tell you the hours I spent warping and scanning, checking terminals and warping again. I've even looked at other creators' videos, only to find when I traveled to the nodes that they found, I had different results. Finding the perfect item is hard, so that means when you do find it, it has value. So that's it. I love this update, mostly because I'm a nerd for the lore. I'm repeating interactions just to reveal the whole dialogue. It's something I've never done in No Man's Sky. But it should be noted that not everyone loves this update. Some have had their saves break. Some have accidentally destroyed their own freighter.
They did what?
Yeah. Others had difficulty triggering the new missions. But you probably know this by now. But in order to trigger the missions, you'll need to complete the Artemis Path storyline, the Traces of Metal mission from the Sentinel update, and the Harmonic Seal mission from the Interceptor update. Anyways, so that's it. That's my review. I love it. So I'm planning some videos for the lore, some for the staff and multi-tool hunts, as well as some exploits that I've found still work, and you can use them to claim all of the autophage parts. But alas, subpar internet. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And as always, sweet Rift Walkers, I'll see you tonight.